cup. Okay, you screw it here. We're going to check, first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if it's balanced. Uh, this cup is not symmetrical. It's out of round, and that's common. Okay. See what's going on here with this. Something may have happened I wasn't aware of. Something feels like it's catching here. Yep, something's catching. I'm going to have to check this. I didn't know that was the case. Okay, it worked itself out. All right. I'm Ken, and this is Easy 2 Tips and Tricks. We use everything up close and personal. And we will be checking this in just a moment. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit where you can see, as promised, up close and personal. All right, I had a friend showing me some basics on how to use this lathe. Lathes are dangerous. You have to respect them and be very careful. There's ways to hold your tools, and understanding how they are designed to work. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing here. I'm setting up my tool rest. Okay, you want that fairly close to your material, as you can see, and then I test it. Is it going to hit? No, it's not. All right, so I'm tightening down. Tighten it down here. Okay, with this. Okay, now let's check it. Okay, it doesn't. Let's see how much vibration. The vibration is pretty normal, but let's see how bad it's out of alignment. That's too far out of alignment. Because if I let it go, yeah, I'm not liking that. Well, we're gonna. Yeah, that's, and you see it's out of round, okay? You can see it's thinner here. It's thicker back here. It's kind of a egg shape, slightly egg shape. All right. This would be the egg portion down, bottom and top. But then it swings way up here. But let's see. All right. Let's see if I can see what I can do here. No, I'm going to have to adjust this, and so for viewing pleasure, I am live, unfortunately, or fortunately. Okay, this keeps it real, and you can see how things are done. Hey, okay. Big Tim and God We Trust, thanks for being here. I just had a glitch with YouTube on my live, so I get this centered, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Then we'll get to some wood turning. All right. So now let me get this dialed in here. All right. Now okay. All right. Now this looks pretty centered on here, all right? But because this is more egg-shaped, okay, I have to, all right, there's, okay, it's longer than these 2 points right here, all right? So that I have to get centered, and then that should, and then centered left and right, okay? So I'm going to equal this out with my thumbs. Okay, that's pretty centered there. Okay, and then it seems they've got more material here than I do here. Okay, this thumb's closer. This one's further away, so I'm going to bump it. Okay, I'm good there. And so I have to pre-drill this hardwood. Okay, so we're gonna pre-drill it. Okay. This in center, there we go. That centered there. All right, now I happen to have some stainless steel screws, and a little longer than my previous ones, and they're proving to be much more effective. Okay. All right, as soon as I get this set up, we'll be able to start working this cup. Okay, let's get them started. Okay. Now, there we go. Last but not least, I'm going to get in snug. Okay, you want them all snug down. Okay, now let's see if this runs truer. Let's see if this will spin. Okay. Let me back out just a tad. Thanks for watching. PC Doctor, how's it going? How we doing there, Victor? This that's Victor. All right, Victor, I'm learning how to work this lathe. I just got it recently. All right, now let's check it. It's looking pretty decent. Let's turn it on. Make sure it's snug. Oh yeah, much better. That ought to work. We're ready for some business here. Thanks for dropping in, Victor. It's good to see you, bro. Hey, speaking of I got a PC I need you to check out there, Victor. I came by, about a month and a half ago. Anyways, the PC doctor is Victor. He's the man when it comes to computers. Okay, now let me show you what I'm doing down here. And we have Heather. Heather, I can't quite read that. Thank you, Heather, for being here. Appreciate you being here. Heather Light Channel. Heather stands in the light. All right, now we're ready for some business. PC Doctor, what? I have it all in one, and I need to get the password freed up on it there, Victor. Seven Lights in Christ. Okay, Seven Lights in Christ. Thank you for that. Windows. Yeah, there's Windows on it. There's Windows on it, Victor. I'll have to drop by, I guess, here. I wouldn't, like I said, I was by about a month ago. Okay, let's get to turning. But yeah, I'll definitely be touching base. We're getting ready to turn. Okay. You come in at a 45, and you use this part of it. And you see the rest right there, all right? This isn't cutting like I want it to, but it's cutting. All right, I'm going to try this one. This one should be a little better. Let me check the wobble, make sure those screws, yep, those screws have loosened up. All right, so I got to take this off again and tighten up these screws. That should have done the trick. Nope. One more time. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, it's fun, but this is dangerous, actually. You can hurt yourself quick. I have a couple little battle scars from yesterday, actually. There's my battle scar from yesterday. All right, now I'm going to tighten this up. Okay. I loosened up a bit, and that's what you don't want. You do not want these screws loosening up. And again, I'm learning about all of this. You know, I had a friend showing me some basics, and there's lots of YouTube videos on it. Okay, but having somebody to show you, you know, is a lot better. All right. I'm turning here on the back side, getting it threaded on. Okay, there you go. Make sure all your tools are out of the way. Okay, now let's get this slid up in place. Its tool rest. I hope you have some eye protection. Yeah, I have some glasses right now. That's all I have is some glasses. I don't have anything else. Really, you need a face mask. I mean, a guard, a shield that goes down in front of your face. That's the best. Check it now. Let's see how it goes. All right, there we are. Now, let's see how this goes. Here we go. You see I'm coming in at a 45. It's hard to get it centered, and this is kind of egg-shaped. And because it's egg-shaped, it's hard. You just got to work with it and be, you can see I'm not taking off much. I'll zoom in so you can see a little better. All right. See, I'm taking it off, but it's slow. Yeah, just gotta work with it. If I don't beat it up, my screws have loosened up again. That's part of my problem too. I gotta get those tight again. You don't want them loose like this. I get this taken care of where I can get that wobble out. I may have to take down the back. I'll show you the outside. Okay, I wish there was a way to keep this in place and then tighten up those screws, but there's not. But I'll show you this cup, what I've done to it, but because it's so out of shape, I'm going to have to work this outside, and I don't want to. All right. I'm wanting to keep the bark in here, but it looks like I'm going to have to sand it down because it's so out of shape, out of round. Yeah, it's going to be a cup. It's going to be like a cup from like back in the 1600s. Like a 1600 cup, you know? But I'm going to have to tighten this up, and now I'm going to work the outside. I'm going to have to take the egg shape out of it. So I'm going to have to remove the bark, which I didn't want to do, and bring it down so it smooths out. A little bummed out about that because I was really wanting to keep the bark on there. But it'll still look pretty good. All right, now I got to tighten up the screws. Bear with me. You know, there's a learning curve, and I'm in that curve learning. Slow down. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to have to work the outside. That's what I'll be doing next. This is a trick that I learned. I'm going to show you a trick here for bringing down this outside real quick. But you have to have the sandpaper to do it. It makes it happen. But it's a trick. All right, one more time. All right, I'm tightening this up back here. All right, you can spin it. Spin it here and hold the back side. Okay, now we're going to take this wobble out really quick. One moment, please. Where's that at? There it is. All right. Here we go. We're going to take the wobble out of this. And this is a trick of the trade that I just learned. I really don't want to take off the bark, but I'm going to have to make it more symmetrical so I get the wobble out so I can work this. But it'll be okay. It just won't be exactly the way I wanted it. Here we go. This is the trick. Zoom out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this will work. This is like 60 grit paper, all right? And this will take that wobble right out of it. Yeah, my friend showed me this trick. But you gotta have some belt, you know? And I'm crossing this way for it to stay, okay? If I use it straight, it wants to come off. But by crossing it, I can get the upper edge and the bottom edge. Oh, see, I'm doing it the wrong way. All right, now, here we go. All right, let me show you what I'm doing now. I'm catching it here. See, the top is pulled over. Then the bottom is catching this bottom edge, and they're crossed, see? And then it's also catching back in here as well. The width of this is about 2.5 inches wide, all right? Time to get a new strip. It's not good to leave your tool running and walking away from it. Bad, bad habit. Okay. All right, a brand new fresh piece. Here we go. Okay, right hand on top. Okay, let me check the comments. I appreciate everyone that's here. Thanks for being here. Okay. Heather Light. All right, maybe the chisel needs to be the scraper. Yeah. But let me show you this up close and personal now. Okay. You can see, all right, how this is going, how much smoother it is. I put my secret sauce on this material that keeps it moist and keeps it from drying out, and that's what turned it this color. All right, there's a natural wood grain. All right, now we're going to put the chisel on here, and we'll work the outside of it. We want to loosen this up, turn this over here, slide this back. There we go. Now, let's get this close. Let's check it. Is it going to hit? Ah, it hits. Okay, oh, you're not seeing it. Okay. It's hitting right here. You back this off. That's why you can adjust this here. Now, let's come around. Am I hitting anywhere? Okay. So, we bring it a little closer now. And we can adjust, oh, see right there, we're hitting. So, tighten this up. That'll hold it in place. Okay, but I want that a little closer. I want that as close as I can get it. It hits here. All right, you see it at the point of contact. So we come back. Okay, do we hit? No, we're clear. Now we're going to tighten it down. All right, right here, we tighten it down. Okay, it's tight. It's not going nowhere. Okay, you don't want that to be totally stiff. You want it good and solid, but if it needs to move, you want it to be able to move. So you want it firm, but not loose, not too tight. Okay, so it will move if it gets something hits it, but yet it's secure. All right. Now, let's see how we go. I'm going to put the big guns on it. Okay, do you see it balancing out? You see it's getting smoother. Okay, it's getting smoother. Yeah, I've got a big dog. He's bulldog and shepherd. I also have a shepherd. She's the type that police use. Much better. And you see how it's smoothing out. Okay? It's a lot smoothing out quite a bit, see? I'm using less pressure as I get up here to the front of this, all right? So it's going to flare outward. I'm flaring the top of this out. What's the tool? This is, I forget what this is called, but it's designed for making spindles. I have a whole kit. I will stop this here in just a minute and show you, all right, as I'm flaring out the top of this lift. All right, I don't know what yeah, well, you know, that happens from time to time, you know. Here's a battle wound from yesterday right there, you know, it happens. These are dangerous. Okay, P-Soctor, can I feel every groove he makes on my 58 inch? Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Still have some bark up here. Okay. I don't know how much of it's going to remain. But you can see here how I have this lip, how it's flaring outward. Okay. Making that custom. All right, and you can see here, and look how much smoother this is turning. All right, let's see. Yeah, let me get you a better view here. All right, there's a better view. All right, now check out how much better it's spinning now. Okay, we've taken quite a bit of that off the top. A lot smoother. Okay, now we're going to work it from here forward. And you want to run this at an angle when you do it most of the time, okay? Okay, I'm using less and less pressure as I come up towards the top. Then it's going to take on the shape of this edge of this half of this right here, see? All right, now let's take a look at the progress of this, okay? All right, see, here we go. Okay, and it's still thick. All right, I want this to be thick. All right, and so that's why I'm shaping the outside. Where I've done all this heavy carving first on the outside, because I'm going to have, this is going to be a thick cup. I'm trying to make it like a 1600 cup, you know, and that's what I'm going for. Looked like it was something was hand hewn, you know. All right, now let's try this other piece I've got here. All right, now this one should cut a whole lot faster right here. See how much faster that's cutting. Okay, let's change the angle. All right, changing angles. Okay, let's get you down here up close, more up close and personal. All right. Here we go. Now look how true it's running. Look how nice and true that's running now. We're going to take a lead. On a lathe. I've never done anything like this on a lathe. First time to make something on it. Okay, let's check her out. Now, I've got some hand sanding to do. Okay, there's the new design. Okay, so I've got some hand sanding. That's kind of cool, the way that knot turned out. Okay. All right. Now I think I can start the inside. Now let's look at the overview. The overview. Okay. So, while we're working this here, all right. Now we're going to take some sandpaper. Okay, I'm going to work this edge. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, if you're still here, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to look at this in just a moment. Now let's take a look at this. Okay. See the detail I put in there yesterday, down at the bottom. Okay, looks kind of cool. Okay, we've got quite a bit to go yet. You can see over here, it's a little rough. Okay, a little rough yet. All right, maybe I can manage to hang on to some of that bark for some color. All right, so now you can see it. This is how to come out looking pretty cool. All right, you can see an imperfection here. But if it's hand hewn, you're going to have imperfections. Although it's not hand hewn. Let's change angles. Okay. And now look how much more symmetrical this is when it turns. It's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better. And what you're seeing is where it's high and then drops to low here, okay? See, high is here, then the low is here. See, it's kind of egg-shaped, is what I was saying. Okay. High, low. Okay. So that's some thickness. That's good. That's what I want. And I want it about this thick right here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's get this repositioned. We have to slide this up. Loosen this up. Slide this around. Okay. Anything gonna touch? No. Sweet. All right, now let's see if I can get in here. Yeah. Oh, I turned it around on myself. Let's get it back to there we go. Okay, here we go. Zoom in a little more. This is some hard wood. Okay. hardwood. Okay, we're gonna cut this off right here. All right, now, here we go. I'm going to make a finial out of this top piece I'm cutting out. But before I cut it loose, I'm going to give it some design.